Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Broncos going up against the Browns.
The forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now. A steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Cleveland Browns. First down, Kaiser. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Second down, Kaiser. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser that escapes the sack. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Come on, let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Kaiser now on second down. He's going to look deep down the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the interception, here's Peterman. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Peterman. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Peterman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Back to Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss. He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. Now a handoff here to his running back. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage.
but that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Now they try the right side here. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Peterman. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Kaiser. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. So you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
Here we go now. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Peterman on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Go. No. Check. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shane Ray leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Ohio.
Here's Kaiser. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And to give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Peterman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Peterman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Third down, Peterman. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Let's go.
To throw is Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Graves. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Kaiser now. Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. sack number 15 for him on the year. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Second and 10. Peterman again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A first down throw for Kaiser. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Peterman to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Peterman now to throw on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Peterman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The gun, Peterman going for the deep ball. Oh, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
On third down, Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Ohio, flex round. Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Play action. It's Peterman. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 64 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Second down, Peterman. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M. And all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. And Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the gun, Kaiser. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, it's Harrington. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action here on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Zach Kerr breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Kaiser. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Walker in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Let's go!
Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now they try the right side here. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Handoff comes to Anderson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 20! And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Kaiser. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the eye. To throw, Kaiser. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Kaiser. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now. And the Falcons have added to their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Play fake. Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, This loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.